July, uh, New Hampshire this time. Maybe it was New Hampshire the last time. Yeah, some shopping carts thrown around the shades. We're we're on a day off. I missed doing a video last week, last Monday. We were in Boston, and I thought I would have some time during the day to do kind of this, but we were just going all around the whole time, and I never got around to actually stop and just talk to the camera for a bit. But we're going back to Boston in 2 weeks, so hopefully at that time maybe I can have some private space, private time. Just want to gather my thoughts. I just want to give you an update. We were at Diana's Baths earlier today, which is this cool nature. Like, I don't know if it's like a national park or it was like waterfalls, some rapids, big rocks, forest, and we could just hike in the forest or lay down. We did both. It was nice to chill because everyone's tired always because of the kids at camp. By the way, I picked up this cool Birchmont hat from the camp. I'm still getting used to it. I thought I would get used to it earlier or sooner, but it doesn't fit me so much. Anyway, so camp is divided into 2 sessions for us the whole summer, 4 weeks and then 3 weeks, and that gives 7 weeks in total. We're reaching the end of the first session this Friday, which means that most of the kids that are in my cabin that I was living with, they're leaving, and they actually can't wait to get out of camp, most of them, because I don't know, lately they just haven't had the best time, or because of different reasons. They're mostly like, this is the worst summer ever, I'm just depressed, I just want to go home, I can't do anything, everything is limited, which is kind of the idea of them not having a phone around, and like they want their phone. They can have these like MP3 players that supposedly are not able to connect to Wi-Fi, or if they can, they shouldn't know the password to the Wi-Fi. And of course, one of my kids just got his MP3 player confiscated yesterday because apparently he was connected to Wi-Fi. He knew the password from someone, and then it got taken away, and now he was just bummed about it, and was just sulking the whole day, like, this is the worst summer ever, blah blah blah. And everyone else was just joined in the party, so morale kind of went down. It's not the most positive atmosphere right now, but that's how teenage boys are. Also, these boys go on so-called raids during the night, which means that in theory they would sneak out of our cabin in the dead of night and then go to the other side of the camp where the girls are and just hang out with them or make out, or do what teenage boys do. Instead of that, these fellas came into our cabin from the neighboring cabins, like the boys and one girl also, and they woke up their buddies. But inadvertently, they woke up me as well, and I was grumpy and angry, and I just didn't know why they did it, because apparently it's fun to just wake them up in the middle of the night, and they just kept coming into the cabin like multiple times and slamming the door, and you know how it is. It was freaking annoying. And then the next day they were told off by our group leader, which is like the big boss, or like the boss of our group, like the teenage boys, that he will not tell this to, there's a train coming, I guess, he will not tell this to the supervisors this time, but they're kind of on probation. If they repeat it, then they might want to say goodbye to camp, which doesn't really affect them because they're going to leave in like 4 days anyway. so they just pretty much don't give a damn at this point. So they have nothing to lose. They have the leverage. They can just do whatever they want, and they pretty much do whatever they want. I also told them that next time if they come into my cabin, I will just throw stuff at them. Like I bought drumsticks the other day at Boston. In Boston, I picked some drumsticks up, and I would just hurl those at them. I cannot speak English anymore. I never did because the next night nobody came, or maybe I just slept through it. I plugged my ears in, so I didn't hear anything if they came in. I also had like these tennis balls and different types of balls ready beside my bed to just throw at them, but that never happened. Two of the boys actually came up to me and told me that they were sorry, and then it will never happen again. Like they won't come into my cabin, and I was like, fine. If it's perfect, if you want to go on the raids, just leave the cabin silently and then go to the girls' cabin. Just like don't tell your friends to enter our cabin. It just doesn't make sense. It's so dumb. I'm just looking around if I have any of my friends, because as you can see, I'm alone by myself again because they went to Taco Bell and I didn't want to go there. I went to Five Guys instead, but now I'm done and they're not, and I don't know where they are. So this has been happening. So I'm a photographer. I was one of three. Now we're only two because they fired one of them, sadly, a week ago. Yeah, like last Tuesday, actually, just a week ago, because of various reasons. Mostly it was that when we went to Boston, he stayed overnight, which he shouldn't have done in the first place. But then he could have gone back to camp like early in the morning and nobody would have bat an eye. He never got back to camp, so he was just sacked. He was kicked out. So now we're down to two. The like our jobs, like, it hasn't increased. I mean I forget the word. So we don't need to take any more photos, which is good. There should be another person coming in soon who was here at camp before, a couple of years ago. My cabin mate was also moved from the cabin to a different one because of a total different reason. And this happened on the same day. And actually they fired two other people on the same day. So it was like the darkest Tuesday ever 1 week ago. Everybody felt like, oh, what's happening? So this never happened in camp's history, apparently, but people made mistakes and they had to pay for that. But yeah, this guy, he needed to leave our cabin because, I don't know, the kids kind of went behind his back and wanted to remove him because of different reasons. I don't want to get into it. We're down one person. So pretty much so the two kind of halves of my camp life is like being a photographer and then being a camp counselor. So in both of them, I've suffered some personnel losses. But the workload, that's the word I was looking for. The workload hasn't been more with photography, but it has been more with the kids, because on days that my other cabin counselor mate is off, like yesterday, then I'm on for the whole day, and I need to be with the kids pretty much the whole day because Sunday is special and I don't need to take photos. So I am not at my job taking photos. I'm with the kids pretty much all day. So that happened yesterday. I survived. I'm okay. It's fine. It's just, it takes a lot out of you, but it's whatever. And yeah, it seems like my friend. So a different topic. At the end of the summer, we should be traveling with my friend from Hungary. So hopefully I can make some more of these lives, or I think I'll just do lives because I don't know. Like cool places like in New York or whatever, because we're going to New York. I'm going, he's gonna come. I just want to do like lives because I don't want to edit and all that. And he just bought the plane ticket like today. He doesn't even have his passport ready, but he went into the whatever office in Hungary, bureau, and started the process. So it's gonna arrive next Monday. And he needs to do the ESTA travel visa thing. It's not a visa, it's like a travel authorization. And then he'll come for 2 weeks. We plan to rent a car, go to different places. I already kind of started planning the trip. You know, we're splitting the cost, so it shouldn't be that expensive, but you know, the US is still expensive. I mean, in New York, we're gonna stay at like this kind of fancy hotel, but to be honest, after sleeping in a cabin with like 6 14-year-olds and some adults in a bunk bed for almost 2 months, and like having no privacy, like this is the most privacy I get pretty much. I feel like I really need like a comfy bed, a cool room, big room. I mean, my pal's gonna be there, so I'm not gonna have any privacy there, but still, it's fine, it's whatever. All right, I think I'll finish soon and I'll try to look for the others. I don't know if this video will go through. I have never tried live from my phone, but that's what life is right now. This is not very spectacular, I know, it's just a parking lot. Just wanted to give some updates. So next, I might just do an update next Monday. At that time, I want to skip like the group trip to wherever. It's going to be Portsmouth again, but I've been to Portsmouth and it's just whatever. I'm going to skip that, and instead I'll try to take one of the mountain bikes from camp, just explore the area, and I could make some cool videos then. And also on the same day, hopefully I can get a kayak or a canoe from camp, and then just canoe or kayak to this island inside of the, like within our lake, Stamp Act Island. Maybe if I say that, I will give out the identity of camp. Not to mention the hat. Anyway, yeah, I'll try to go there and see what happens. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Take care. Actually, yes.